afternoon and welcome to City News. I'm Sophia Stanford.
And I'm Sophia Stanford.
This fly tipping site in South Croydon is considered one of the biggest eyesores to local MPs.
A fly tip in Croydon has been cleaned up after pressure from local councillors. City News visited the eyesore of Purley Way earlier in the month. Councillor Rowena Davis for Wadden said that it was inspiring and heartening that the toxic and dangerous blight on the community had been fixed. The owner says there are now plans to turn the area into a new market.
Cancer charities have been coming together outside Parliament to be calling on the government to do more to cut waiting times for cancer patients.
Catch Up with Cancer revealed new data that over 200,000 cancer patients in the UK do not receive their first treatment within 62 days of an urgent GP referral, despite NHS targets.
Warm spaces like this pub in Brentford say they'll see an increase in visitors this week because of the cold snap. Emergency accommodation opens for rough sleepers this evening as Mayor Sadiq Khan activates the severe weather emergency protocol to protect the 10,000 homeless people in London. He accuses the government of turning a blind eye and urges them to do more. While small spaces like Jackie's Pub do make a difference to people's lives, a London homelessness charity thinks that these solutions are short-term.
The number of rough sleepers in London is the highest it's been since before the pandemic. New data from Rough Sleeping Snapshot reveals the capital's seen the largest increase in England. Kira Tippin joins us live in the studio. So Kira, what does today's data tell us?
After years of campaigning, Highgate Woods is going to be the home to the replica and restoration of these Roman kilns discovered in the 60s.
The Friends of the Highgate Roman Kiln has received funding for nearly £250,000 from the National Lottery to restore one of 10 ancient kilns. They have mostly been in storage since their discovery in these woods by archaeologists 60 years ago, but will soon be available to the public.
A report released today has said that the man who killed Sarah Everard should have never been a police officer. Wayne Couzens was a serving Metropolitan Police officer when he abducted and murdered the 33-year-old in Brixton. He was sentenced to a whole life order in September 2021. Our reporter Amelia Melvin is at Lincoln's Inn, where the statement has been read on the inquiry's findings.
The sun's barely risen here at the UAL picket lines, where night cleaners are protesting outsourcing disputes. It's not the only university in London to be facing this issue. Charities, drama schools, music venues, nearly 25 businesses call Old Paradise Yard home. But by the new year, they'll be moving out. Guys and St Thomas's Foundation, a health trust, own the site and are proposing 5 new office buildings. Tenants say they were reassured they could stay on the site until demolition began and given plenty of notice. They have just been told their lease will not be renewed.
The price of baby formula has risen consistently since 2021, and parents' charity Feed UK say Londoners are struggling to cope with the cost. The charity is putting pressure on the Department of Health and Social Care to make legislation clearer. Connor Jones reports.
This comes after last year, water companies discharged nearly 3.6 million hours worth of sewage into our waterways, our rivers, our seas, our lakes, and which was up from 54% from the year before.
Sophia Stanford joins us live from Waterloo with more on the story.
Members of the RMT union have voted overwhelmingly yes to a new pay deal.
Do you know the abortion rights in Sri Lanka, or Mongolia, or what a retroverted uterus is? Sophia Smith-Gaylor is trying to make that knowledge more readily available. During her research as a reporter, and whilst writing her book Losing It, she found that there were information deserts on Wikipedia, where pages about reproductive rights and sexual health were bare, or even non-existent. Smith-Gaylor founded the Body Atlas campaign to improve global information access to sexual and reproductive health by training volunteers on how to edit Wikipedia pages.
Back to you in the studio.
Goodbye. Goodbye.